ABC6 weather with Christina Shalhoub. Brought to you by the Preserve Sporting Club and Resort.
Oh, how the tables have turned, my friends. After a really soggy morning, we have a gorgeous afternoon. You can see already behind me here, Providence at 57 degrees with some sunshine finally coming out here. Newport at 53 at the moment. Not too bad as you look really across the entire area. Back to New Bedford, 56 degrees. Couple clouds still lingering, but we're getting sunnier and sunnier as the morning goes on. If you want the proof, how about we just look outside? That sounds pretty good, huh? Here's a Providence Skycam, and you can see a lot more sunshine than you could about 3 hours ago. Rain has moved on, our storm is gone, and we have more sun throughout the afternoon, and temperature is going to stay awfully warm as well. Just to prove it to you even further, here's a look at satellite and radar. You can see close up. It's pretty dry, not a drip, not a drop, not a little bit of green until you zoom out, and then all of a sudden there's some to our north, to our west, and off in the Atlantic, but nothing around us in southern New England. Just sweet sunshine through the rest of the day, and temperatures in the low to mid 50s, even some in the upper 50s as we look to your highs today. Providence, you're at 57. I'm going to give you 57 for that high temperature. Taunton 58 today, 58 in Norwood, and even looking at 54 in Newport today. It has been a really warm stretch, at least for the last few hours, and it's been really nice for folks who've wanted to get outside like yours truly. I went for a little meander with the pups on my break, and honestly, it was just great. Really nice day for it. Later tonight, I'm not going to say it's warm, but it's still above average, technically speaking. Our average low is about 27 degrees, so if we're in the low and mid 30s, it's not the absolute worst if you have any late night plans. Now, as for tomorrow, things change a little bit. You'll notice we start with some sunshine early on in the day, but later in the day, clouds start to increase. Temperatures in the 40s as opposed to the 50s. That said, upper 40s still above average for this time of year, so call it a win if the cold is not your thing. If it is, don't worry, just wait till you see the 7-day. But let's talk about the big factor that comes tomorrow night, and that's our next storm. Now, just like the one we saw last night, this is really just going to be a whole rain event here, starting as you get to the late evening, mostly after your commute. Wouldn't be shocked to see a couple showers around 6:30, 7, 8 o'clock, but then ready? We play out the clock to 10:30 and you're getting super soaked at this point. Heavier rain coming down overnight. We could see between ½ an inch and 3/4 of an inch for some spots. The lighter spots, about ½ an inch of rain by the time this storm is done. Now, the good news is the storm is done pretty early. Look at the clock here. This is 2 a.m. on Thursday morning. Hopefully you are absolutely snoozing, snuggled in bed and enjoying perhaps the sounds of the rain on your way to sleep. But you know what? By the time you get in the car tomorrow morning, things are looking pretty good. In fact, here's 8:30 on the clock, and would you look at that? All the rain's gone. The clouds are mostly gone as well. This actually leads to a really nice Thursday, all things considered. You can see behind me here on the 7-day forecast, it's going to be in the mid 40s, which again, technically not bad for this time of year, but the sunshine going to be more prevalent throughout the day. Later in the afternoon, we see even more sun than in the morning. Friday into Saturday, that's our next chance of a wintry mix, really starting late Friday night. I'm talking right around midnight into Saturday morning. At this point, I don't think this is a slam dunk. I think it's a possibility, and a small one at that, but we want to make sure you're prepared. By the way, prepare for the 20s on Sunday and Monday. We'll be right back here on ABC6 in just a few minutes. Stay with us.